Good evening to you. We're not going to show it because you've banned it, but we can certainly show some stills as we discuss it if people haven't seen it. But if they had seen it, I don't think they'd be surprised that you've banned it, would they?
No, I don't think so. We got complaints from the public about this ad, with the complainants challenging whether it perpetuated negative stereotypes about people with darker skin and was therefore offensive. It was a before and after ad with black women's skin shown in the before section to dramatize itchy, dry, cracked, problematic and uncomfortable skin. Whereas the white woman's skin shown in the after section was depicted as smooth, clean and relieved. And we thought that the contrast could be interpreted as suggesting that white skin was superior to black skin, reinforcing a harmful and long-standing racial stereotype.
And let me just fill in a bit more detail, because there certainly is a cutaway of a black woman's face. You don't see her eyes, but you do see her grimacing in pain near the top of the advert as she's apparently washing and has sore skin. And then you see, as you describe, a white woman at the end luxuriating in washing smooth skin that's not painful. It's pretty crass, isn't it? When you were asked to look at it, did you think it was obviously not right?
No, we didn't actually. I mean, mercifully, clear-cut, dodgy ads on the grounds of race are very rare these days. But we know from most of our, from our research that we carry out regularly, that this is still a worry for the UK public. In fact, as of last year, when we did a big piece of research, 35% of the public were concerned about adverse stereotyping of race or ethnicity in advertising. And our rules are clear. You've got to avoid that. But these are still, I think, judgment calls. There are few, thank goodness, there are few slam dunks these days. I don't think the advertiser had intended to cause offence. One of the points they made in defence of their ad actually was that they feature a lot of diversity in terms of the models that they select and feature in ads for Sanex and their other products. So I think what this shows more is how careful you've got to be if you're a company who's advertising. You've got to really look carefully at the impact that individual ads in your campaign might have on the people that see them. You've got to think about different groups within that audience who might perceive things in different ways to others. And you've got to be careful about relying on the defense that because you're showing diversity in other ads in your campaign, that will necessarily weigh on the decisions that we make, because we've got to factor in the fact that a lot of people will have only seen this ad. They won't have seen the other ads in the campaign.
Which seems blindingly obvious to most people. They might capture a snippet on a TV station like ours. They might see it on YouTube. They're not going to see the whole campaign in its entirety and weigh up the balance across multiple ads. I mean, that seems stupidly obvious to me, if not most people.
Well, these are points that I think matter to the brands that are advertising, the people that work for them. I don't think they're out, to cause offence.
So you think this was more clumsiness? This was just clumsiness more than intended?
No, I think it was. I absolutely think this was clumsiness rather than any intent to perpetuate a negative racial stereotype. But I think it still does underline how careful you've got to be. The rules are there. They've been there for a long time. It's important that they're there because we know that this issue of negative stereotyping on grounds of race matters to a lot of people. We know that we did a piece of research back in 2022 into racial and ethnic stereotyping in advertising that found that 58% of ethnic minority participants said they felt ads featuring people from their ethnic groups influenced how society saw them. And it also found that adverse portrayals of race and ethnicity in ads had the potential to reinforce existing stereotypes. So, this stuff does matter. It is important that advertisers get it right.
And we're glad you can talk to us about it. Guy Parker, Chief Exec of the ASA. Thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure.